Good morning. I've just got my rat on. I keep forgetting to put it on, don't I? So I put it there. I mean, I could put it on here, couldn't I? But I forget it's there. And I've got, in the past I've got all the way home and I take my jacket off and it's there the next morning. I suppose I could just remember it's there. But if it's on my hat, I can see it. I can see it at the corner of my eye. Anyway, I feel as if I'm out of control. Am I? I think I am a bit. I think the recent drop in sales has alarmed me. It's got to a level which just isn't sustainable, you see, the eBay sales. I'm not going to make a profit. And if you don't make a profit, you can't eat. Which reminds me of an ethos, if you like, or a culture, or a guiding principle that exists in the stock market, within capitalism itself, and it goes like this: tonight, in the jungle, there is a lion that's going to sleep, and as it drifts off, it knows that when it wakes up in the morning, he has got to be faster than the slowest gazelle, right? Otherwise, he will go hungry, right? But at the same time tonight, the gazelle is going to sleep, knowing that when it wakes up in the morning, it has got to be faster than the fastest lion, right? But what they both know is that when they wake up in the morning, they had both better start running, right? And it's this eat or be eaten philosophy, if you like, that exists in the West and in capitalism itself and in the stock market and within paradigms and, alternate shifts in society. And we're at the eve of one. I talked about it the other day. We're about to go through a new revolution, a new industrial revolution, an AI revolution. And it's going to see complete change in the way we do things. And, if you think about it, it feels as if AI has always been here. It hasn't. It's only just arrived. Companies are starting to embrace it and use it. And I think the thing that precedes it, or is the platform for AI, is the algorithm. And eBay has been running on an algorithm for years, as we know. I think it was originally called Cassini, right? And Cassini, if it's still called Cassini, I don't know. I don't know how they refer to it, but it was originally called Cassini, like a casino, It is a bit like that. And it basically gives you visibility based on the popularity of your listing. So, for instance, if people are seeing the listing and buying from it, they visit the listing and that visit turns into a purchase, then the algorithm recognizes that it's of value to other buyers. And so it elevates it in the search results and you go higher up the chain. And then they bought in the promotion where, that was kind of a race to the bottom because everybody now promotes the listings. Well, they're doing my kind of sector. And so your promoted listing basically gets pushed up to the top and it forces down the popular listings, the organic listings, the organic sales. And they get pushed to the bottom. But you still get some sales from it, but you're not going to get as many sales as you could do if you paid the promotion. And then they bought in the advertising, the pay-per-click inside eBay and outside eBay. And that's taken priority, if you like. They're the ones that get the views and the sales, even if you're not cheap, It's a complete change from how it used to be. When I first started, I'd just take a picture, create a listing, upload it, put my price on it, and blimey, they'd sell. I remember the ribbon. I used to sell 5 metre lengths of ribbon, and the customers would come on and buy 10 different pieces, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. I haven't sold any ribbon for ages. I've got such a lot of dead stock. It's just not selling on eBay. There's something changed. I think we all know it. I think, but it's difficult to know whether it's to do with the AI, with the Cassini, or if it's the economic times. But it's eat or be eaten. That's what's guiding my current thinking. Last night, after making the video that I posted yesterday, I posted it last night when I got home. That's my pattern, by the way. I seem to get in the morning, make the video, and then upload it when I get home, because my broadband connection is pants here, but at home it's it's chick-chack, it's rapid. So I changed my postage profile yesterday on my store, and I thought I got a good one. I thought I got a good £3.49, 48 tracts, up to £50. Spend over £50 and you get it free. But if you want to upgrade to first class, then the first 25 was £3.99, it's only 50p more. The second £25 would be £4.99, it's £1.50 more. And the third £25 would be £5.99, which works out at about £2.50, I think, more. For first class, for 24 tracts. And then I thought I better write down my numbers on a spreadsheet and print it out and take it home to show my dad what I've done. Because he's interested, and it allows me to act as a terms of reference. It'll stimulate a bit of a discussion or something, because I kind of need that, a sounding board. And I saw that on that spreadsheet, I'd done some competitor analysis weeks ago. And I saw that one of my key competitors in the Midlands was doing tract for £2.50, I think, or £2.25, up to 14 quid, which is basically pitching it as if any purchase up to 14 quid is going to be a large letter. But it's tracked large letter, second class. I suppose if somebody buys it and it's a parcel, he'll take some of the profit out of that purchase and add it to the, so it's a subsidised level, it's a subsidised band. And I was just about, I actually made a post, great post for using ChatGPT, brilliant. And I scheduled it to go out at 8 o'clock last night. And then when I saw his postage and it reminded me, I thought, oh, I'm making a mistake here. And I jumped back in and I cancelled the post. I deferred it. I thought, wow, blimey, what am I going to do? Anyway, in the meantime, I've had 2 purchases from people who have bought at the changed postage. So the 48 tracts didn't deter them from buying. Why should it? Because it's actually cheaper. It's basically £2.50 cheaper than what they would have paid a few hours earlier. Okay, you would have got first class, but 48 tract offers a level of comfort because it's tracked. It's going to be slower than first class, but they've given them the opportunity to upgrade to first class. So I think it's a good way to go. Indeed, I'm offering a similar kind of thing on eBay. So I'm not too worried about my store. I've just got to settle and make a decision and go with that decision. And I think I am fairly comfortable with what I've done. I just need to basically go back and do a few more numbers, some scenario planning, and see what happens next. But back to the eBay thing, I think I've decided to basically change my strategy again, because it's clear to me that charging for paid postage is causing customers to cancel, and at an alarming rate. And I think that the Cassini is recognising the visit to the listing as an initial successful one, but then it fails. And I think that goes against you in a big way, and it reduces the views overall that you get. Plus it might lead to strikes from eBay. So I've got to basically stop it. I can't go with the paid postage model unless I basically change the profile from first class to second class and drop the paid postage part down to the second class rate, which I think I worked out last night be about 165 or 169. But thankfully I can do it because it's all in the profile. I just got to do some scenario planning and think it through. And so basically it looks like I'm going to shift everything over to second class, everything wholesale, and then reduce the price. and allow those listings to sell at the lower price to see what happens with cancellations, to see if it improves the situation, because it might be the price of the postage that I'm charging that's hurting people, that's basically shocking them when they make the purchase. I don't understand why they make the purchase without looking to see what the postage is. Or it could be that they're making the purchase, happy to pay the postage, only afterwards to see that some other eBayer that's advertised on my listing, you know how eBay does that, is at a lower price, and they're cancelling in the favour of purchasing from somebody else. And that could be that I'm just too expensive, and that I have to go second class to be competitive. However, the whole reason for moving from free postage to paid postage originally was because of the amount of work that was involved when the postage prices go up. But I think if I go back to a free second class postage, not going back to it, jumping to or moving to a free second class postage model, before it was free first class, moving to a free second class postage model is probably the goal. But in the meantime, if, let's say I achieved that goal and all my listings were at free second class postage, and the Royal Mail did put the postage up, then I'd be back to that problem, that difficulty I had in the past of actually changing all the prices. And the way around that would be to say, okay, the postage has gone up by 13p, say. All I've got to do is go into that profile and say it's no longer free postage, it's plus 13p. I'm only going to charge 13p to send it to you, right? So it's no longer free postage, but it costs 13 pence. And then over time, as I work through those listings, then I can upgrade it into, change the postage price and move it into another profile where it is free postage, free 48 postage. And I gradually migrate them over. And with that in mind, I've been doing it, haven't I? I started off by discounting these, which is interesting. I'll tell you something about this because I had some sales on this last night. I'm playing the volume game where I'm selling at cost in the hope that they'll make multiple purchases. And I've gone in at 48, second class, which has basically made it very, very cheap and very competitive. So I thought, well, hold on, since I'm working on the thread, I might as well go all the way through the thread that I've got and create that postage profile for thread, create a postage profile for buttons, one for zips, one for buckles, and so on and so forth. And I think I've got about 28 categories. I know I've got 28 spreadsheets, so I'll do a postage profile for each spreadsheet. Each spreadsheet is where I keep a record of all my stock in that category. It's where I do all my numbers. I'll do a demonstration of it one day so you can see how I arrive at my numbers. What spreadsheet I use, which I use Google Docs, by the way. Because it was free. When I first started, I wanted to start on a shoestring, and I've still operated the business to a certain extent on a shoestring, but that's another story. So basically, I think I'm homing in on the ultimate strategy, which is and a strategy which I can manage going forward. And it's reinforced by my dad's simple logic. He said to me yesterday, what would you rather have? A £10 sale where you make 2%, 20%, £2, or a £100 sale where you make £10. And I think he used the wrong numbers, but the message he was getting across to me is that you need sales. You need sales, with even if it's high volume at smaller profit, in order to survive, to have cash flow, so that you can pay bills, which is my own logic anyway. He's basically reinforcing what I'm thinking. And that's helped me make the decision that I was going on about yesterday. I couldn't make a decision, but I'm quite doubtful. I lack some kind of faith in my own abilities, really, and I have doubt, and it holds me back. It's a big thing, but it's not hard work that I'm worried about. It's basically losing money that I'm worried about more than anything. So I'm going to go with a strategy that makes me cheap in the marketplace, that enables me to actually get sales, so I've all got cash coming in. I work on the principle that I'm selling at cost, which is a Sprat to catch a mackerel, and also see it as an opportunity to engage with customers and buyers, and see if it can, with good customer service, good prices, good products, if I can migrate them over to my store. Well, then they come over anyway, they find out who you are these days. And in the meantime, do a bit of live selling, to live selling and market social media and paid for advertising on my store to grow my store, my own Shopify store. I don't want to fall out with eBay, because I think eBay's basically they give us all the clues there. Their clues are there. They always have been. They don't come straight out and say this is what you should do, because that would be like a mis-selling thing, and they'd be guiding us down a particular route, and if it didn't work out for that individual, then they could say, you told me to do it and it worked, it killed me. They give you clues. The marketing department gives you clues, like, if you offer free postage, you're likely to get 5% more views, things like that. What they're really saying is do free postage, So again, I'm having to change direction again. Keeps me busy, and it keeps me happy. It gives me something to do. Because if it was all too easy, life would be miserable, wouldn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. I hope this video's made sense. I'll probably be back on to talk about something else, because I've got my next sort of steps are around. Well, I'm going to keep working through the thread. I've got loads of thread, different kinds of thread. I'm going to work through that category now, and switch it all over to free postage. I've got to do a lot of reconciliation, and I've got to do there's threads that I want to get rid of, so I've got to sell them off. It's mainly because my supply is no longer stocking it, so I can't replenish. When I can't replenish, I need to get rid. So I'm going to sell off some threads. And I'll probably use that as a way to make some noise on Facebook, actually. I'll test out the Facebook marketplace. I've already created the group that I want to use, and I'll create a listing in the marketplace and put it into that group, and then get in touch with all my followers on my Facebook page and ring the bell, oh yay, oh yay, oh yay, have I got something to say? Ladies and gentlemen, come and buy. I'm not very good at rhymes, but I shall work at it. Anyway, I'm wittering on. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.